Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing a DNF review of Let Me Hold You by Alexandria House. This is the second book in the McLean Brothers series. So I started the series this year. I read Let Me Love You and it was pretty good. It was okay. Decided to continue the series. However, book 2 just did not work for me. Let me go ahead and say right now that there will be spoilers, okay? I'm going to spoil everything. So if you are planning to read this book and you haven't yet, don't watch this video. In this book, we are following Leland McLean, who is an NBA star. He tends to date older women. His brothers clown him for that. So he ends up dating a woman who runs a community center that he is volunteering at to help young boys, teach them how to play basketball and all that fun stuff. I wasn't feeling Leland right off the bat because his first impression of Kim is she's not my type and she ain't thick enough. And I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like you. But then they start interacting and things were cool. But then there was a scene like very shortly after they met where she almost faints or something, and so he's getting ready to leave, but he comes back and she is crying and she like gets mad at him for still being there, and then he starts yelling at her and then they start yelling at each other and then they end up fucking. And I'm just like, I don't know how we got here, but okay. I just feel like, me personally, if we're arguing, if I'm pissed at you, the last thing I want you to do is fucking touch me. But that's just me. Anywho, we got past that. It's fine. So I didn't realize their connection at first. Leland used to play for a different team and he essentially left that team. It had nothing to do with this person, but he also had a teammate that he didn't like. They did not get along. And for no valid reason, like that motherfucker is unhinged. So Leland didn't do anything wrong, but he was like, you know what? I want a ring. I can't get one with this team. I'm gonna go to this other team and hopefully I can make something happen. Eventually, it's revealed that Kim's son is the former teammate that Leland doesn't get along with, right? So when I found that out, I was like, ooh, this is gonna get messy, and I'm okay with that. I'm here for a little bit of mess, right? Now, let me say, one thing that I disliked about Kim, though, is that she is one of those people who blames herself for other people's actions. She keeps saying that she brings out the worst in men and she doesn't deserve love, and she mentions that in almost every relationship that she's had, her partner has become physically abusive and she somehow thinks it's her fault. I hate that. That's a conversation for another time. But also, there was a boyfriend that he was choking her. Her son saw it, had to pull the guy off her. He beat him up, and then from then on, he's like, I have to protect you. I can't let men hurt you. Men ain't shit, and I refuse to let that happen to you again. So Kim is having this internal battle, and then when her and Leland start hooking up, it's basically friends with benefits. You know, that is at least their goal at the time. So we've been dealing with a little bit of Kim's trauma when we're in her POV. And then there's a scene where her mother calls her and she doesn't really want to answer the phone. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be an interesting dynamic. So she's on the phone with her mom and her mom was like, I'm so proud of your son. I can't remember his name, not gonna lie, but I didn't like him. I'm so proud of your son, even after everything that you put him through, getting your ass beat up and down, blah, blah, blah. And then Kim says, yeah, I learned that from you, or something like that. And the mom is like, I might have got my ass beat a few times, but at least I had the decency to leave, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the why are we victim blaming each other? Y'all were in the same predicament and you're throwing it in each other's faces? What the fuck? So after that scene, I was like, I can't. I'm done. I'm not gonna continue reading this. I texted Monet and I was like, look, I might have to DNF. And she was like, are you really? Because if you are, I'm gonna spoil it for you. And I was like, please do, because I do genuinely want to know what's gonna happen. Why did Monet tell me that the son is physically abusive? You mean to tell me that you witnessed your mother having the life choked out of her, beat his ass, and was like, I need to protect you. I need to make sure that this doesn't happen because men ain't shit. But then you turned around and decided that you also wasn't gonna be shit? And for some reason, Kim feels like she owes him. So he's also been beating on her and she is just taking it. And I was like, I was so shocked. Like, that was the absolute last thing that I fucking expected to happen. I'm still not over it. I'm pissed. So anywho, he's physically abusive, and then when he finds out about her and Leland, he becomes financially abusive, threatening to fire her from the community center that she's working at because she's running a summer program that technically is supposed to be his, and he was only there for like 1 week out of the entire fucking summer, but okay. And threatening to cut her off financially, which Leland got money, so I'm sure it works out in the end, but I still can't get over that. So yeah, I didn't make it to the end of that one. I ended up DNFing around the 40% mark when that conversation with the mom happened, and apparently they have a baby. And I only know that because in the next book, I kept hearing about little Leland. And I was like, oh, okay. I really didn't expect that. So I did continue in the series. I have already completed book 3. I am going to read the last novel and then that final novella, and I will likely do a series review similar to how I did one for The Wright Brothers by CCJ. But yeah, I just couldn't finish this one. It just didn't work out for me. I do want to read other things by Alexandria House too, so if there are other like really popular series that y'all know of by her that y'all want me to read, let me know. Let me know if you have read this book or any of the other books in the McLean Brothers series. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.